it's Brianna again with Bre'sBooks, and today I'm doing my wrap-up for August 2015. I'm not going to show you what I read in the first week of August during Booktubeathon because I did do a wrap-up video for the books I read that week. I will link that down below if you're interested. So I will start with the first book I read after Booktubeathon, which was actually not a book, it was a graphic novel. And this was Calamity Jack by Shannon and Dean Hale, illustrated by Nathan Hale. And this is the duology completion to the Rapunzel's Revenge. This is a sequel to that, and there's just these two books in the series, I believe. I loved it. Great continuation of the story. 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't checked out this graphic novel duology yet, I highly suggest it. It's really fun. Next, I read another graphic novel, just a short one, volume 1 of Hinge's Clockwork City by Meredith McLaren. This was really interesting. I really liked the story and where it went. It was kind of hard to see what was happening because the colors were all very muted, shadowy tones. But it was very interesting. It was sort of like a steampunky clockwork type. The people were like all robots and each had little companions, and it's about this girl who didn't know who she was and she was trying to figure out her life, and I really am curious to see where the next volume goes, and I can't wait to check that one out. But this is all that's out so far. Book 1, Clockwork City, I gave this 4 stars. Next I read a great one. It is A Little in Love by Susan Fletcher. This is a retelling of Eponine story from Les Miserables. It was great. It was so fun. Well, it wasn't fun. I can't say that. I loved hearing another side of Eponine's story that I hadn't heard of before because I haven't read the original Les Miserables book. I've only seen the musical. So a couple of the things in here were different from the musical because I feel like she probably based this book on the original book and not the musical story. But I still really enjoyed it. I love what she did with the characters, and I think it was very well done, so I gave this 5 stars. And the next thing I read kind of on a whim because the author was in town signing books, so I wanted to read one of his books. It was George R.R. Martin's The Ice Dragon. This is a children's book based in the same world of his Song in Ice and Fire series, I believe. It had beautiful illustration at the beginning of every chapter and throughout. Really big words, so it was really a children's book, but it was super cute. I loved it. And I gave this 5 stars as well, I think. The last book I read in the month so far, as I'm filming this, it is still the 30th of April, so I might finish one more book, but we'll have to see. 30th of August, excuse me. I just finished Reawakened by Colleen Houck. This is the first book in her new Egyptian series. I read and loved all the books in her Tiger's Curse series. And this was kind of a disappointment for me, actually. I think I still gave it 4 stars. But the main character just kind of had that really low self-esteem, like, annoying quality to her. And just seemed too similar to the Tiger's Curse series in, like, plot and characters and stuff. I don't know. I really loved the Egyptian aspect of it, like all the mythology and, like, culture and everything. But other than that, it seemed like it was sort of just copy-pasted from the Tiger's Curse books. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I liked it. I definitely was hooked by the last, like, 100 pages or so. So I'm definitely going to be reading the next ones. But I was just disappointed overall. I think I still gave it 4 stars, though. This cover is great. And I really loved, like, the locations and setting and everything. It just kind of was a letdown character-wise for me. So that concludes what I have finished so far this month. I am currently reading, and when I say currently reading, I haven't started yet, but my bookmarks in here. Dead Upon a Time by Elizabeth Paulson, April Sarah. I'm definitely trying to finish this for you. I will try to finish it today and tomorrow before the end of the month, and I'll let you guys know what I think if I do. It's pretty short, but it is like a scary fairy tale book is what it seems to be like, so not sure how fast I'll be able to get through this, but I'm going to try. Let me just kind of show you what I'm going to do for my TBR for September, since it's not really that long, and I'll just combine this into one video. So I'll be reading this one, if not by the end of the month and the beginning of next month. And then for the rest of these, I just picked books that I got from the library because I don't know what I want to read. There's so many books coming out in September that I want to read, and so I'm just for sure going to try to read the ones I got from the library. Other than that, I have no idea what I want to read. The first one, and some of these are from my last month's TBR. So the first one is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I don't know about this book. It was on my TBR all month, and I kind of was looking at it and I was like, I don't really care about reading this. So I don't know if I'll actually read it. I might return it to the library because I don't really care about this book, honestly. I only put it on hold at the library because it was a new release and a lot of other people were reading it. Next book I definitely want to read is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I've heard only amazing things about this graphic novel. I love graphic novels, so I want to check it out. It has beautiful color illustrations and super villains, so good times. Next one is another graphic novel I've heard good things about from Ariel Bassett. She's the only person I've ever heard that has read this, so I saw it at the library and decided, what the heck? Super Mutant Magic Academy by Jillian Tamaki. This is a pretty chunky graphic novel, but there's not many frames per page, so it should be a fairly quick read. I don't really know anything about this except for it's a school with magic or something apparently, and that it's really funny. Is that what Ariel Bassett said anyways, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I think of this one. And then the last book I'm putting on my TBR for this month is another one I got from the library. A new release. It is Mechanica by Betsy Cornwall. I'm intrigued about this. It seems like a fairy tale retelling. And I've heard it compared to Cinder and also heard that it's nothing like Cinder. So either way, the cover is beautiful and I'm really excited to check it out for myself. So these are the books I've read this month and plan to be reading next month. Let me know if you know anything about any of these books and if you enjoyed them and what your thoughts are. Maybe something you are reading in September that you are really excited about, and maybe how sad you are that summer is finally ending. That's it for me this time. I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!